us to, you know, say like, oh yeah, he won that round. Obviously, we're not judges, but man, what a fight! If you're watching, you really just got a treat, if you will. So that was amazing to watch.
Got to highlight AD's defense, man.
Mind you, mentally coming into this fight, you're fighting a guy that has finished you before.
Come on,
and to come in here and have a performance like that, that's special, man. That's special. That is very special. And just like that, we're about to be off to the races.
It's the main event. This is the main event.
It's what we all been waiting for. AD looks locked in. Looks fierce. And we're underway, boys.
Southpaw versus Orthodox. We back at it again.
We can't get enough of it. I'm telling you. I wonder what made AD come out Southpaw though, because I'm pretty sure AD's an Orthodox fighter. Maybe trying to switch it up.
Knee to the body from AD.
AD's like doing really well, staying off that cage, circling.
Oh yeah.
Big right hand.
Well, I like to see them stay composed.
Get back up.
Rush
Get back
into
up.
it. Yeah. Called it, man. More jabs. I like to see more jabs in there. Oh, good.
No, that was
good
clean.
knee.
Yeah, that was a clean knee. Hey, that right hand was vicious. Straight right down the pipe. But now, Adarious is in Erik's world, right? This is where Erik thrives at, with that closed guard that we've been seeing from his teammates all night. This is where they like to play this game right here. So,
what would you do if you were AD right now?
Getting up immediately. And I'm not saying, you know, you don't have to be confident in your jiu-jitsu, but we just saw you have the advantage on the feet.
Exactly.
Utilize that. But, you know, if you're right here, if you see how Erik's crawling his legs up the back, he wants a triangle or an arm bar. That's what he's working for. So
going back, huh? I tried to go back to what he won the first time with, man. In covert position, what would you do to secure the win?
He's doing exactly what I was talking about earlier, getting his feet in the hips. If he wants to get back up, he's got to keep his feet in the hips, okay? But he's starting to sweep them now as well, right?
You AD, I gonna get up right now. Reset in the perfect position.
Now we're dealing with a little bit of a rubber guard, so the only way you can really defend the rubber guard, put your hands on the stand up.
Explain it to the fans that's watching. What is a rubber guard?
The rubber guard is something that was made famous by a black belt out of, I want to say, California, Eddie Bravo. And it's really hard to explain, but it's a lot of flexibility with your lower body coming up over the shoulders, behind the arms. Hard to defend, but if you know how to defend it, you can get out fairly quickly. AD's doing really well, inflicting damage and staying away from the submissions thus far, because Erik is very crafty off of his back. Very crafty off his back. And we knew this is where the fight would end up.
Erik looked like he got sweating on his forehead.
He does. I would say it was probably one of those elbows. AD's got to be careful with those big shots from the top, because you will land yourself right in the triangle where Erik wants you.
AD's right there where his corner at. Right corner told him to get up. He got right on up. Good combination from AD. Kobe looked like he recovered quickly. Kobe right on the strike.
AD's movement on the perimeter is just so nice.
He tries overhand right, misses. AD went back southpaw. Great defense. Good head kick from Calvert. this, man. A lot can happen. A lot can happen.
Remember what we talked about earlier. You start to punch a black belt that become a brown belt, and I think that AD probably took what he learned from their first fight and said, let's inflict some damage.
Yes, man. Adapts, man. Once you can adapt, man, you got it. 30 seconds left. What I really think AD needs to do is just, stand up, reset.
Very smart, man. Very smart. Very smart. Oh, he wobbled him.
Got on wobble. Look like a finish. Is it a finish? 10 seconds left. Oh. Forward trying with the good kicks. Yeah, that's a great round. That's a great round. I definitely get that round AD. That was a great round right there.
Very dominant round. Good round, dominant round. You could argue.
He's being smart.
You could argue that might even be a 10-8 round. What do you say? Yeah, that could be a 10-8 round for sure. Obviously, we're not judges, but he inflicted a lot of damage. Oh my goodness! The replay, he got that. It was a straight left hand. I thought it was a right hand. That was a straight left.
Yeah. Like a step back.
See the feint? Drew it out.
Oh. Left hand drop. Like his coach up there with a stopwatch. Feel like they got their recovery down pat. That's mostly what it's about, man. If you can recover in there, man, after a heated battle like that, you're A1.
Man, that was perfect.
That was good.
Perfect.
Left hand.
Yeah, he got a little lump on there. But remember, this is that's a 25-minute fight.
Anything can happen, bro.
Right back to it. Southpaw versus
I always say the first man that jabs win, man. The first and the last. Good high kick, good block. AD. Like he's trying to go for a spinning back. Leg kick, good points up. What do you think about points in the MMA? Do you go for the points?
I'll put it like this. With the way that you can never really predict how the judges are gonna score the fight, go for the kill. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. He buckled him again with the right hook.
Oh, good left hook. Good combination.
This is a dog fight so far. Wow.
What I like about Calvert, man, he got a lot of striking on him, man. He's going leg kicks, punches.
He's very crafty with his kicks for sure. AD's on the back foot though, circling, jabbing, touching, jabbing. AD can just stay patient and stay on the outside. He's doing well so far.
Good head control, good elbow from AD. Like how Calvert got the milk though, man. Calvert ain't let him get nowhere.
AD's been really good with the damage thus far, but like I said last round, we're back in Erik's world thus far, but he's in top position now, so AD's got to get them frames in, get his feet in the hips like we've been talking about. Just fight to get up.
And I see the small details, man. The foot battle, even when they grabbing them, I see how they
grabbing the
toes
like
spread it all out. They trying to, Oh, I see the foot on the hip. The reversal.
Right there, he's in that triangle position. Beautiful transition from Adarious. Beautiful transition from AD. Man.
Calvert really flexible with the legs, man.
That's quite literally how the first fight between these guys ended. It was a scramble. Erik got the triangle locked in, and AD was winning the fight at first. So we're right back in the position, though. Erik's fighting for that triangle. So.
Man, Calvert's so flexible.
He is really weird with his legs.
Yeah,
he used some really funky, for sure.
Like a chicken wing.
Adarious is doing really well, just constantly moving. Stay moving, stay moving. I'm really impressed with the scrambling abilities thus far of Adarious. You know, he's clearly been working on his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu. You know, when AD was younger, he was, you know, somewhat of a pure striker. He had some of the fastest hands that we've ever seen at our gym, and he picked up the striking really quick. You know, some of these guys have just a natural knack for the striking, and AD was one of those guys. He's going for the inverted triangle now. He's got a minute as well.
Yeah, he got it. What you need to do to close out on him?
He's got to either go 2 hands in or 2 hands out, but Erik's doing really well controlling the tricep. That's tight. That's really tight.
Oh, like the rampage. Like the rampage finale. You gonna drop him?
I don't know. I think Erik's dropping down for a leg.
Here we go. A lot of tricks in this book, man.
He's crafty with his jiu-jitsu for sure, man. D'Angelo, I think we might be seeing a fight tonight thus far.
Man, they get it, man. It's a lot of it's competitive, man. There's a lot of competition going on in here, man. I love it. 15 seconds left on the clock here. Last 10 seconds. Who would you get that round to, man?
Man, that's a close one, but I'm gonna have to go AD on that one as well. I really do feel like it might be 2 rounds to none, but he's got to be careful grabbing the cage. That was 2 warnings from Erik, man. So
I see you kind of ruffle the referee hair there, man.
Yeah,
funny guy. Oh, the right hook. Looking at the replay.
Yeah, I mean, AD did, you know, more damage on the feet, obviously, as you see, and he was able to get out of those bad positions. I think Erik had a little control time on the ground, but AD also did. So, with the submission attempt, I think I still say that AD probably took that one. That was a close round, though. Way less decisive than the first. I think that we are seeing the Adarious Walls 2.0 thus far. Erik is so good with his jiu-jitsu. He's so crafty, so crafty. I wonder if they are doing 3 rounds as well, and maybe they messed it up again.
They kind of got us the last time.
Tricky.
Defense.
He's so crazy with his kicks. I don't know how he does some of those angles with those kicks.
Perfect, man. It's a shot that you don't see coming, man.
Ooh, beautiful.
Good jab and good counter with the right hand. Good block with the left kick. AD.
Something that I tell all of our amateurs, you know, I'm an amateur coach at our gym. Build your defense into your offense, not separate. Don't separate, just defend. No, you have to defend and then get right back on your offense. And that's something that AD's doing really well thus far. Not just being defensive.
KD could have left it on the standing. Doing good right now on the mount.
AD seems comfortable though, you know?
Yeah,
he seems comfortable, so I think he's clearly been working his jiu-jitsu and his ground and pound.
And that's what it shows, man. It shows that he went back to the lab and he corrected his
like we talked about, professional, lifestyle. This is what he took from his loss. He's been working really well. Obviously, it's showing.
Control from AD.
Yeah, he's in a really good position right now, too. 3.5 minutes left. That's a lot of time, though. That's a whole amateur round right there.
Man.
So,
Over kind of bleeding. Cover blood is running from his eye.
the commissioner actually just confirmed it is 5 rounds, so a lot of time left, a lot of time. AD's trying to isolate that glove.
My glove. Grabbing my glove, my right hand.
Complaining about him grabbing his glove.
They're doing a little chirping. I think Adarious is trying to grab, the fingers. So somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think you have to have 4 digits. You can't just isolate one finger. You have to isolate at minimum 4 fingers at a time. I think Erik was trying to say, hey, he's grabbing my glove. He's grabbing my glove. Hey, this is a fight. Sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes your finger will get caught in the other person's glove, though.
It's a great championship fight. Giving us everything we're looking for. It look like that hip throw that you were talking about, man, in the previous fight. Oh, man, how can you get a high kick off that close?
That was insanity. AD's got to get his head to the left because Erik's going for that guillotine and he will pull guard.
Look like you got it?
I think AD's in a safe position right now, being in half guard right here. He can pull that head out though, he needs to. AD needs to circle towards us over here. I'm sorry, circle to the other way. Get that out. Man, no matter what happens in this decision, win, lose, or draw, AD has evolved. This is really cool to see, for sure.
I've seen a lot of people get stopped from this position right here, man.
Yep. Erik's working his way to the back, though.
You gotta feel it, Kobe finna come with some crazy kicks.
Oh, for sure, you can expect them to get explosive.
Great defense in there. Oh, that's another one of them close kicks. Good block from AD. Oh, great elbow.
Good elbow from Erik. Man, this is a dog fight. This is a dog fight. These boys came to scrap, man.
Like AD to step back and throw some combinations, man. 15 seconds. Great control for the last remaining of the fight. That's perfect. The crowd is electrifying.
Hey, I think that's another round for AD, man. The second round was obviously the closest, but
I definitely give it
5. Correct. If you're Erik, when you go to your corner, what are you telling him as his coach? If you're his coach, what are you telling him right now? Because I personally think he's down 3 rounds.
If I were Erik, man, I'd definitely tell him to double jab and get AD directly to the ground immediately as fast as possible. So what AD is looking at right now, he's striking him. But whenever Cobra pressure him and get him on the ground, he look like he's more comfortable right there. So I take a word from your book, I take a page from your book on that end. Get him where you comfortable at, man. Because right now it's looking a little iffy on you.
Yeah. AD's been really good with his control points, fighting off submissions and inflicting damage. I think that Erik needs, like you said, he's better when he's pressuring forward, and he's engaging in the offensive grappling. He's better there. But AD's been doing really well reversing position too, and ending up on top and inflicting damage. Man, this is a good fight.
This brawl has definitely been on point today. Like to see them jabs. With them jabs, man, me being a professional boxer myself, them jabs is a very distracting punch.
Yeah.
You want to see what's coming after that.
Easily the most important punch in your arsenal has to be your jab.
You can double jab, go for a takedown, double jab, leg kick, double jab, right hand, double jab, hook right hand. It's a lock and go off.
I see you like the double jab. I tell all my guys that if your left hand or your jab's coming away from your face, go ahead and put 2 of them out there.
Put 2 of them out there, man. Great defense from AD.
And AD's working the body work as well. Something that we were begging for on the amateur side of the card, you know? Begging for the body work.
And I've been seeing them kind of, good 1-2s from Kobe. I've been seeing them in the gym working with a couple Golden Glove fighters, a couple ringside champions. So AD definitely been getting this boxing in. Come on, AD, you got it.
Right. To me, in this round right here, it seems like AD's being more calculated with the shots. Hopefully he's not gassing out because Erik seems like he's still fresh.
Erik's just definitely coming forward. What I like from Erik though, man, Erik definitely needs to step his jab. Like I always say, go back to it. Erik, like he walking in with the punch trying to land that too. Put that jab out there first, Erik, I think he'll land. Oh, there you go with them legs.
That's a, man, that can just crack you with his kicks.
Great striking from both fellas.
Reaching the 3-minute mark of the round, I would expect a takedown coming.
It gotta be coming. Them guys been on their feet for 2 minutes now, man.
But also, it seems like AD is setting up a high kick too. That's just my opinion. He seems like he could be setting up a kick from that outside.
Strong. Get up. I expect Wall to get up and go ahead with the boxing.
Yes, I love that right there. You want to sit on your back, tear his legs up. AD's doing the right thing right here. You got to be careful because Erik can do the up kicks.
Up kicks are very dangerous, bro.
Yeah, it's dangerous for sure. I like what I'm seeing thus far, man. Much different fighter from what we saw in their first bout.
See, Calvert is constantly going for the takedown. His second takedown that he missed.
Like we said, Erik looks better when he's on his front foot pressuring with the wrestling.
Right.
I don't like Erik on his back foot as we've seen some in this fight.
I like Erik to do it. Throw something out there first. Caught him with the knee, caught with the right hand. Put something out there before the grapple. Went for it again. Throw something out there before he goes on. Great reversal from AD.
He's got to be careful for that arm bar right there, though.
Oh, it looked like he's going right for it. AD isolated his left leg with his right knee.
We just saw a judo throw from Rick Striker.
I thought I seen some Steven Seagal in there, man. Now he got the full mount. So you get real dangerous. What would you try right here? What would you try right here?
Sit back towards Erik's tailbone a little bit more when he was in that position, but right now he's doing everything right. Just don't cross your ankles right here. We saw that earlier, remember, in the very first bout. He's crossing those ankles. Don't do that. Do not do that. Striker on the back of the jiu-jitsu expert, and it looks like AD's locking in a rear naked choke.
I see it.
It looks like he's locking in a rear naked choke.
Like he got it. Does he got it? He got 35 seconds to secure it. Man, it looks so easy to grab it, but man, I know it's so hard in there.
Man, it's different, especially when you're dealing with the exhaustion of constantly grappling and scrambling. But both of these guys look really fresh, man. For those little guys, though, they got that advantage. Us big boys ain't got that.
Those guys are in shape.
They are born like that, though, man. Hey,
we didn't see no big guys on the card today, huh?
We only saw them grapple. We saw the heavyweight grappling. Tell me what you saw in that round and how you would have personally scored it.
I definitely think AD grabbed that round. Man, it was great striking, man. I mean, it was great striking. that he was going for a lot of them takedowns that he missed, and I think that kind of tired him out.
I feel like Adarious is doing really well picking his shots. He's doing really well countering, and his sprawls have been on point
all night, man.
But also, you know, from the opening bell, we saw AD was locked in. He didn't want to touch gloves, none of that. And it's translated, in my opinion, to violence. That's what you need, man. And I think AD is up at minimum, worst case scenario, 3-1.
Right.
Yeah. And that's being generous.
Exactly. I know we were just talking about how do you bring the dog out of a fighter, or what brings the dog out of the fighter. I think it's already out.
Most definitely.
The last round can be the toughest, man, especially when you know you're winning. It's all about staying on task, just keeping it simple, short, and dedicated.
You got a guy across from you who also probably knows that you're winning too.
Exactly. You know, and that's the danger zone.
Yeah.
That's the danger zone. Crowd is electrifying right now. Great thing.
Jab, counter jab. Gotta watch out for those kicks though. AD needs to keep that right hand up.
He look like he's on the boxing right now. Got the jab out there. That was AD. Same thing for Calvert too. Calvert switching stance.
Yeah.
A whole lot. Strike first though, Calvert. Calvert looked like he leaned in before he threw his punch, which would give away.
It's almost like a tail.
Yeah.
Like
versus throwing the shot as you move forward.
AD's starting to get a little crafty with the knees as well up the middle. 4 minutes left. That's a lot of time in this championship fight. Anything can happen. This is MMA. And just like that, we got to keep those hands up.
Can't go to sleep in there, man. You got to look alive. The last round, Calvert giving the jab. AD probably going for the head kick again from Calvert. I'm surprised Calvert ain't going for the takedown, man. He's going for the strike.
He hasn't given up, man. He's still game. He's still in this fight for sure.
I'll stay behind, step back. AD, go ahead, step back.
I would spin out of this and get out of there. Don't put yourself in danger.
He's been all right, though. He's been all right with the grappling and with the ground.
But now Erik's going for the leg entanglements. So that's a whole new ball game right there, brother.
Torso. Hey, now I know if a punch to the torso hurt, man. That's the elbow.
Bro, elbow and knee to the torso, it's a different ball game. Talking about really, really hard bone and just coming crashing down to your rib cage right there.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Halfway through. I think AD did a full mount one time, but he only held it for like probably.
He's going for a buggy choke. You gotta slam him right here. You ain't got no choice.
Hey, pick him up, my man. Pick him up.
You have to.
I like they always say wherever your head go, your body follows. I like the way he was.
I think he's almost out. Yes, he's out. What a fight, D'Angelo. What a fight that we're seeing right now, dude. This might be one of the best fights I've got to witness in person. Seriously.
Man, you count on top of your head how many submission tries have been?
Man, at least 20. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's a good fight right here.
We're witnessing Adarious 2.0 right now. Seriously, this has been a very dominant performance.
This is the definition of going back to the lab.
But look at Erik. The whole time he's still throwing him up. He's not giving up, man. You can't ask for more. As a coach, you can't ask for more. You're probably down 3 to 1 maybe, and you're just constantly trying to finish the fight,
but anything do come about, man. Like you said, it's 1-1. Man, I'd love to see a tiebreaker. Great fight, great fight. 30 seconds. Like the crowd is getting pumped.
Oh, AD's got the body triangle too. That's a hard position to get out of. AD, you see how he's got his legs figured forward right there? Man. Very hard to get out of.
Like an anchor, man. Like an anchor on the body. 10 seconds. 6, 5. Good work from both fellas, man. That was great work. Great work. Great work. Great work.
What a fight.
That was a great fight.
What a fight.
That is a great fight. Those guys look like they was in shape. They brought the fans what they were looking for. Great fight.
Unbelievable fight. Easily took the fight of the night. Easily.
I think that was unanimous, man. It definitely was unanimous.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I don't want to jinx anybody or you know, be act like I'm a judge. It's fun over here for us to, you know, say like, oh yeah, he won that round. Obviously we're not judges, but man, what a fight. If you're watching, you really just got a treat, if you will. So that was amazing to watch.
Got to highlight AD's defense, man.
Mind you, mentally coming into this fight, you're fighting a guy that has finished you before.
Come on,
and to come in here and have a performance like that, that's special, man. That's special. That is very special.
Exciting